Right. Welcome in, my warriors. This is our midday reset here with me, Leland Holgate. And I am waiting for this thing to catch up with us, of course. Okay, there we go. So, welcome in. And this is based off of the fact of we kind of lose touch with what we want through the day, which is understandable. You know, we wake up in the morning, we have a certain way that we want to carry out through our day. We have things that we want to do, and then of course outside influences and needs and wants of others come floating in, and of course that keeps us in that place of outside wants instead of continually thinking about what we wanted for ourselves. So the great part about these self-regulation techniques that we're about to run through will just take you about 10 minutes. So we call it the midday reset, or it's a 10-minute reset, and it allows you to just come back to the moment. And allows you to soothe the body, soothe the mind, slow the heart rate, really improve cognitive function so that you can remind yourself what you wanted at the beginning of this day. So you're going to notice as we move through that there's a certain order that we follow. And of course, I highlight it all the time. One of the worst things that you can tell somebody whenever they are in that spot of being upset or maybe sad is, calm down or cheer up and breathe. Two of the things that you cannot focus on or concentrate on in the present moment because there's outside influence and maybe the body itself is activated to the point where your adrenaline is going and it's impossible to focus on breath for the moment. So you'll notice that we orient ourselves to the room. We focus on all the points that we're in contact with either the ground or anything like the chair that we're supporting ourselves with. And then we move into centering, which really engages the abdominal intrinsic muscles inside of the body, helping to pull that mind chatter away from the mind. And then we focus on the breath. So this beautiful technique was created by some of my best friends, co-founders of Trauma Recovery Yoga, Joyce and Darwin Bozen, and also Dr. Nicole Anders, resident psychologist over at the VA. So these techniques are scientifically proven to bring you back to the moment and to allow you to tune out and check in. So as we move forward, you'll notice that I'm in a chair. You can do this wherever you want, whether you're at your office, you're at home, you can be in your car. Please do not be driving and doing these as you're driving down the road. If you're in a parked car, great. So pretty much anywhere you want to be. You could be on a mat if you want to instead of a chair. So it is completely up to you where you practice these self-regulation techniques. And you'll notice as we move through just how amazing it is what 10 minutes can do for your brain and for your body. For me, I'm not sure if many of you know my story, but I'm a combat veteran, and coming out of the military, I actually broke my neck. Had to learn how to walk again. And throughout my life, I dealt with certain challenges, from the medication that I was given from the VA, eventually turned into a drug addict, became an alcoholic. Anything I could do to numb outside influence or just to stop feeling the pain that continued to come up and that I continued to repress. So the beautiful part about these self-regulation techniques is they have literally saved my life because they've allowed me to recognize that the only way out is in. The only way to get out of where I'm dealing or what I'm dealing with in my mind is to move through what I have been through, to let the body and to let the brain process what has happened. And that's what these techniques can do. It can really bring the body down, lower the heart rate, and give you that ability to process what's happening. Because sometimes it's just that important for you to move through whatever you're going through. Obviously, something is scratching at the surface because it hasn't been dealt with. It's something that you need to highlight or at least pay a little bit of attention to so you can move on past it instead of continuing to repress it, which is just going to store inside of your body, as we all know. One of my favorite books is The Body Keeps Score, so it talks all about how that repressed energy and the energy, the things that we don't deal with, really does get stored physically inside of the muscles in our body. So this is one of the ways, besides moving your body and all the yoga that you see us doing, this is one of the ways that you can just bring yourself back to the moment, which is perfect for right now in the midday. And we're going to get started here in just a moment. So find your chair, whatever chair that you have for yourself. Notice your sitting bones connected to the chair. And scoot back so you have the support of the back of your seat here. Let your feet come in contact with the ground. And now let your hands just rest on your knees. And now, let your chin fall to your chest. No need to force it, just allow your chin to fall. And while we're here, I want you to pick out 4 different colors. Maybe 4 different patterns, 4 different shapes. Maybe the color of your clothing. Could be the patterns in the chair, or the shapes on the floor. Maybe even your shoes. Just notice 4 different things to bring yourself further into this moment right here. And notice all the points of your body that are supported by the ground, by your chair. And this is grounding. Again, helps bring you further into this moment. As we're looking down, we send the signal to our brain, all is well. I am safe. I am right where I should be. While we're here, use a little curiosity just to notice where you are in this moment. Notice where you might be holding, where the breath may be restricted, where there may be tension in the body. And no need to change any of these things. Just notice, using mindfulness. Start to pull your belly button in towards your spine and really engage your lower intrinsic muscles by restricting the flow of urine. Keep everything engaged. Pull everything in and up. You start to feel that center of your body heating up. That's your internal core temperature, your internal furnace heating up. This helps pull all that mind chatter down away from the brain where it can be burned up and used for fuel. Keep everything engaged. Pull everything in and up. You feel that power start to build. Realize that power comes from you. Now slowly start to release. And now filling with our 3-part breath from the bottom all the way up to the top. As you inhale, big belly, into your chest, into the back of your eyes. Exhale through your chest. Press your belly button to your spine. Inhale, big belly, into your chest, washing around behind the eyes. Exhale through your chest, press your belly button to your spine. Inhale, big belly, into your chest, cleansing behind the eyes. Exhale through your chest, press your belly button to your spine. Come back to your normal breath. Start to notice the body, the forehead and jaw released, your shoulders away from the ears, your hands lying on your knees with a slight separation in your fingers, and your feet connected to the floor. On your next inhale, take your right ear to your right shoulder, head rolls back. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder, chin to your chest. Inhale, right ear, right shoulder. Continue to roll around and find that pace that works for you. Let that popping and cracking just release the nitrogen that's escaping from the joints. Roll around one more time. Let your chin fall to your chest. Give yourself a moment of pause here to let any dizziness subside. That's completely normal. On your next inhale, left ear to left shoulder, head rolls back. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder, chin to your chest. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Continue to roll around, link your breath to your motion, and move at that pace that works for you. Just releasing that old stagnant energy that gets trapped in the body, making way for new. Roll around one more time. Let your chin fall to your chest. And give yourself a moment of pause here. You can start to blink your eyes open. You can lift your gaze. And now one of my favorite parts, the visualization. So lift your arms up overhead. I want you to look up and you notice a whole bunch of balloons up above you. I want you to pick out your favorite color. You reach for that balloon. Now you hold it in your hands. Notice the size of it. Feel the texture of that balloon in between your hands. Now I'm going to give you a marker. And I want you to write down everything that you want to let go of in your life. All the things that no longer serve you. Maybe it's a feeling or an emotion. You don't have words for it. So you can associate a number or a color and write it all over that balloon. As you inhale, feel it lifting. As you exhale, separate your arms and watch as it sails away. Smaller and smaller, taking to be recycled into something new. As you inhale, reach your arms up. As you exhale, just let your hands float down to your knees. Let your chin fall to your chest. And once again, let's scan through the body. Notice the forehead and jaw released. Shoulders fallen away from the ears. Your hands just gently lying in your knees. Start to blink your eyes open. You can lift your gaze, and one more time, reach your arms up overhead. And this time, I'm going to give you a sky lantern, one of those amazing lanterns that float away with a candle. It has 4 empty walls just for you. Take out that marker and start to write down everything you want in your life. All the things you want to experience. Maybe the feelings you want to feel, the places that you want to go, the people that you want in your life. Write everything down that you want in your life. Now I'm going to give you a candle. We're going to light that candle as you inhale, feel it lifting. As you exhale, separate your arms and watch as it sails away. Smaller and smaller, taken to be granted as a wish for you and those you love. Inhale, reach up. As you exhale, let your hands float down to your knees. Let your chin fall to your chest. And again, just focus on your body. Notice your forehead and jaw released. Remove your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Shoulders away from your ears. Hands lying on your knees. In your chair and the ground there to support you. And while we're here, start to think about everything that you're thankful for in your life. This is a beautiful signal to the universe that you are ready for more. Maybe you focus on the simple things. Your home, your family and friends. Maybe the air that you breathe, the clothing that you wear. Continue to think of everything in your life that puts a smile on your face and on your heart. All those things that you're thankful for in your life. Continue to run that gratitude slideshow behind your eyelids, focusing on everything that you're thankful for. Remember, as we move through this week, the past is history, the future is a mystery, and right now is a gift. That's why we call it the present. Let yourself be here, more rooted in the now. We create here and now. And whatever you do in this life, let it be enough. You are enough. Start to blink your eyes open. You can lift your gaze. And there we go. Another example, as you notice, they're different throughout the day, and I like to keep them a little different for you so you can see that just the focus on being here in the moment and using those self-regulation techniques to bring yourself back to this moment and then focusing on your breath will really help you deactivate, so to speak, the body and the mind in a certain way. It'll allow you to become a little more level, a little more focused on the now, and not so worried about what happened in the past, not so worried about what's going to happen or what you have to do after work or all the chores that you have to do. So allow yourself to use these self-regulation techniques at any point in the day. Anytime that you feel that you're drifting too far into the past or too far into the future, I can't word today, just remind yourself of your power by using that 10 minutes to just slow your roll just a little bit. Bring yourself back to the moment. You know, one of these amazing things about this practice, about just 10 minutes of focus on breath work and being here in the moment, helps bring your brain and heart into coherence. I know you've heard me talk about this before. Well, the important part of that is when you have the brain and the heart frequencies and wavelengths in conjunction with each other in coherence, then it allows you to slow the heart rate. It allows you to have higher cognitive function. It allows you to properly go over memories as well and to deal with the present moment in a lot less stressful fashion. So please remember one thing, while I guided you through this practice, you were the one that did it. So you, amongst everything that you have been through, all the things that have been there in your past and everything that might have happened to you, you are still here. So remember that you are a warrior. I really appreciate you guys coming in and joining me for this midday reset. I really hope this helped you out. And if you would, in the description there, we have the YouTube channel for Warriors for Life America as well. We also have Trauma Recovery Yoga's YouTube channel. I'll put that into the comments as well. So you have breath exercises, you have yoga, we have fitness on Warriors for Life America as well. So please join us on that YouTube channel. We have a lot of things coming up, and I'm super excited that we have this technology side of things kind of figured out finally. So moving forward, we will continue to do this midday reset with you at about 1 o'clock, and I will continue to post that for you. So have an amazing day, Warriors, and I'm so glad that you made it in. Take care.